The Robertson County Commission held a meeting of about an hour's duration on November the 18th in the juvenile courtroom, a very productive meeting. We began the evening talking about a number of issues coming up under public hearing and zoning. They were all approved. Under new resolutions, after really a 7-year period of fruition, Robertson County has adopted a comprehensive growth plan and adopted it unanimously, we're very pleased to say. So now the next step of this will be implementation phase, which will be sometime probably in the next fiscal year to make our zoning and code laws compliant with that. But very thankful to Commissioner Garner and to the steering committee for guiding this through, and for Little John for writing us a very good plan. Commission also approved revisions within the employee manual. The Commission adopted 3 resolutions in regards to county roads to make changes in the county road map, to put those changes on the map, and then finally to adopt the map for 2014. There's also a resolution which probably elicited most of the discussion, and that was a resolution by the Commission to go back to a hard bid process when public buildings, including schools, were built. A number of schools in the last several years have been built through a design build process where the county received a guaranteed maximum price. But I think the Commission felt that savings could be made if that went back to a hard bid process. So that was approved by a large margin. There was also a resolution to approve a school bus GPS lease of 1 year, over a 5-year period, but for the first year of that lease, and the amount of $20,000. There was an amendment to incorporate $10,000, which the county received from Blue Cross Blue Shield for employee wellness. There was a resolution to incorporate money from a federal grant for voting machines for the 2014 election. The money for drug control was brought back in. New computers in juvenile and general sessions court, which was an item already included in the budget, was also approved. There was a second reading on the purchase of the county WIC building on Brown Street. So officially, as of this evening, Robertson County owns the WIC building on Brown Street at a cost of $300,000, which was purchased from Northwest Medical Center. The grant of $10,000 for the Civil War site at Adams at Fort Redmond was approved. This goes along with monies raised by the City of Adams as well as a state grant totaling $220,000. And began the evening talking about some of the opportunities coming up shortly with our Christmas season. Christmas on the Square comes up this Saturday, November 23rd. Christmas parade at 2 o'clock, which I think probably makes it the very earliest Christmas parade in Middle Tennessee, so I hope you'll come out for that. Adams celebrates their Christmas parade on the 30th of November at 10 a.m. this time, a little earlier than normal. We have the official lighting of the county Christmas tree on the courthouse square on the 5th of November. That's the first Thursday in November at 5 p.m. The Ridgetop has their parade the next evening, which is December the 6th, which is an evening parade. White House has their parade the next day, December the 7th at noon, with Cross Plains having their parade at 6. And then we wrap it up on December the 8th with the parade at Orlinda at 2 p.m. Also had our Chief of Staff from the Mayor's Office come and talk about a coat drive, which is going on right now throughout the county. We're asking people to bring in new or gently used and slightly worn coats, either for children or for adults, because we know that as the winter season sets in, a number of people are ill prepared to deal with that. Coats for both children and adults are gladly accepted, and we know that so many children oftentimes come to school without basic nutrition. Many times they and their families living in cars in some really unthinkable conditions, and yet we still expect those children to learn and to produce in school. So we want to do all that we can to help them. I also gave out a special thanks to our friends at United Ministry and United Healthcare, along with Second Harvest Food Bank, for recently sponsoring a food giveaway. More than 500 families received food last Friday in the parking lot at Springfield Baptist. So we're very, very thankful for that. When we think about the plight that many of our fellow neighbors deal with, it should give us pause. that we all want to do more to help as many people as we could, and perhaps as we enter into this Thanksgiving season, to make us especially thankful for the bounty that we all share. I hope that you do have a happy, safe, and prosperous Thanksgiving with your families, and hope that you'll come back and join us for the December 16th meeting of the Robertson County Commission.